How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure.
During ministry, we often performed a skit called Puzzle Heart. In this skit, the main character's heart is constantly torn apart as she misplaces her hope. But we see that despite all the times that she failed to recognize Christ as her true Savior, He still chose to bear all of her burdens on the cross. And in the end, He gave her a fully restored heart. And it was while performing this skit that God gave me a glimpse of how His heart breaks for His people. This misplaced hope was explicitly displayed in the city of Varanasi. As we traveled around the city, we got to see huge murals of idols, rituals taking place by temples, and even people bathing in very polluted water. But what stood out to me the most in this crazy city were actually the small plant offerings people placed on the Ganges River. And the reason that these plants stood out to me was the fact that each offering was placed in the river with a hope or prayer attached. And people sincerely purchased these offerings believing that their prayers would be answered by placing hope in a river they thought to be holy. God knows every person's heartache, and He sees where each person places his or her hope. And finally, He knows that no one and nothing in this world will care for His people the way He does. And although He's constantly seeking to pour His perfect love upon us, He's also constantly rejected. And during ministry, I would feel Him constantly tell me, "Sharon, I love these children. I love them with the same love that I love you. And in order for this love to be received and for my love to be known, the gospel has to be preached." 1 John 5:3-4 says, "For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not burdensome. For everyone who has been born of God overcomes the world, and this is the victory that has overcome the world, our faith."
But this I know with all my heart, His wounds have paid my ransom.
As a response to receiving God's perfect love, we can show our love for Him through obedience. He calls us to make disciples. He calls us to partake in the joy of sharing His love with His people. And He calls us to go.